Can you explain a little bit more how that's working and the reason why you started this PAC?
Absolutely. Well, we started the organization right before the last cycle in October. The purpose of the organization is Florida Hispanic Outreach, so really promoting conservative values in Hispanic communities. And also reaching out to opinion leaders across the state and trying to encourage them to tailor the message a little bit more to Hispanic demographics that have been growing in the state.
Now, this message, give us an example of some of the things that this message is what's in this message that you guys have crafted.
Sure. I mean, I strongly believe that Hispanics, whether they're Puerto Rican, Cuban, Mexican, whatever, I think they're strongly, inherent conservative values. Things like faith, things like family, things like working hard and come to this country to provide for their family are all, inherent Republican values. So I think for that reason, I think it's important that the party focus this rising demographic and really approach him. Now, obviously, the 900-pound gorilla in the room is the immigration issue. That's kind of the first subject that comes up, and I would encourage opinion leaders to really start crafting their message and focus on legal immigration, and also focus how we could use this unbelievable demographic to improve our economy, pay off our debt, and really increase the tax base.
Now, you're a biracial family. Biracial, I mean, your mother is Hispanic, your father is Gringo, as you would say. So you can speak to this. How do you think race, or the Hispanics in whole, are going to play in the 2012 election cycle? Being that the president, at the present time, President Obama, seems to be, flirting with using the race card. And race baiting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's so much a race issue, but I think it's, you look at the demographics in the latest census, 1 in 4 people in the United States are Hispanic descent, and 1 in 4 kids in this country now come from Hispanic descent, similar to kind of my background. And just like in 2000, 2004, 2008, whoever was able to do well with the Hispanic vote eventually won the general election. So I think Obama sees that. I think George W. recognized that, and I think it's important for the party to recognize that too and start focusing on that demographic.
Well, in here, that demographic you speak of, in Florida, the biggest voting bloc are the Cuban and the Puerto Ricans. I think that's kind of where the administration is shooting for. They're going after that Puerto Rican bloc. Do you think the Republican Party needs to refocus on the Cuban community and kind of like solidify that Cuban community, and maybe the first and second generation removed from the original staunch conservative Cuban community that's come from Cuba?
Sure. I mean, that's something our organization is trying to do, is really encourage young people to be critical thinkers as it relates to the political process. And in doing that, I mean, I think naturally they'll fall towards the Republican Party. But now it's a bit unfair to kind of throw Puerto Ricans, Cuban, all in this kind of same, because they're extremely different cultures, and that's one thing I've noticed kind of wandering around the state is, the Hispanic community is very fragmented, and for that reason it's going to take double effort to really get out there and talk to communities and reach out to Hispanic opinion leaders as well.
Now, your dad is pretty fluent in Spanish. How about your uncle? He seemed to have a little, when he was president, he gave a little, a hinting of his Spanish lingo.
I think what was important, the takeaway is that he knew he wasn't particularly good, and I think that's important for future leaders. If you can't speak Spanish, keep it short. But yeah, he tried, and you got to give him credit for that.
And how's your Spanish?
A little better than W's, I would say, but más o menos.
Más o menos. Thanks a lot.